All right. Good morning. Good morning. June 26th. Friday. Happy Friday. Get the brim of the hat sufficiently curled. Yeah. Look like you know what you're doing. How we doing, guys? What's happening? Friday. Been a week, huh? More rain. Must have needed it. I'm looking at the mountain over there. Just barely can see it. They picked two people off that yesterday with a Blackhawk. So I'm shopping for telescopes. I said to Wendy, I said, we can if we get a telescope, we can watch the Blackhawk come in and pick the idiots off the mountain. I'm sure there's a reason they get hypothermic and dehydrated early in the day. So my good friend Steve taught me if you're going to be on the mountain, plan to spend the night on the mountain. So, what's up, Bubba? You've been on the mountain. Fred Turner's been on the mountain. Dave Howard, have you climbed the mountain? I'll have to get you up here to do that someday if you haven't. Coffee's good this morning. Jess Novak. What's happening? Dave Davis from Denver is here. What is happening? Good to see you. Elizabeth from Natchez. Is the boy there today? I bet he cringes when you say the boy is here. Climb that mountain. Life's a garden. Dig it. Yeah, for sure, Dave. Happy to put something together. I imagine that annually, at least once now, we'll be climbing. I have to look back at like journals and photos and calendars and see how many times I've climbed it. It's probably a dozen over the past 25 years. Maybe not that many times, or been in the park at least a dozen times. But anyway, no, but the kids are here, says Elizabeth. Elizabeth. I have a Fred Sanford. Elizabeth. It's the big one. Shoot. This is 546, I believe, Bubba. Closing in on 550. 550. Yeah, it's funny. I count less now, because it's just like what I do, and every once in a while I have a little post-it note that tells me how many days each month, and then I just it's 151 days through May. Add the 370 from last year. We're 26 days into this month. Where we at? Ben, tell them what they won. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're full gas over here, as you might expect. So hey, yesterday we did four coaching calls yesterday, which is a busy day for me. And I like that, because I get in the zone, get a lot done. And it kind of dovetails with what I'm talking about today, which is solving bigger problems. But at 3:00, we get the bright idea to go down to Bangor and take back some tile stuff and get some more paint, do some things. So we were fortunate to lock down the illustrious Matt Blood for our tile work. So Matt is going to come up here. I haven't told him how far up here we are. I said it's just a little bit north in Maine. No, he knows. I got a deal for those on the 550 episode and want to come to the retreat. Okay, perfect. We're going to do that. Bill Hillstrom, good morning. Yeah, so we took back, Matt's like, first thing you got to do is take back that adhesive. You don't use that shit. So give me the good stuff. And so Wendy really wanted to do some tile. So I think we're going to be able to have her help with Matt and do some things and scratch that itch, so to speak. But in the end, we decided in 20 years or more in construction and remodeling and that kind of stuff, would you believe I've never put down a piece of tile? Just not something I ever did. So I don't really want to learn, Harton, what's the right way to put Dietra down? And used to be, I just sling some concrete board on the floor and drive some screws in every 4 inches and then let her rip. And never had a problem, but it's now it's a science. So anyway, so Matt's going to come up. We're appreciative of that. I think we're going to pop a couple vanities in today. We're going to wrap up rolling the paint. We got to hit the basement and cut in. And but whatever we get done today, we're transitioning from painting to doing ceiling work tomorrow. So we're into the V match. And then I think a lot 2 days for that, for the main ceiling, and then the 2 bedrooms. As long as my helper can reach the ceiling, we'll be good. I gotta, I gotta get her some stilts, and then Monday and Tuesday it's looking like putting down the flooring in the master bedroom and the guest bedroom. So I want to thank Pete Christensen. We were in Bangor last night, and I'm like, I was gonna buy a flooring nail. I can't find my flooring nailer. I think it's in a Costco tub deep in the archives of our storage unit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a new one. I'll sell one of them after. So me, Wendy is painting, and you're doing heavy looking on. Travis, I'm just sitting outside in the tractor, just looking in the window, moving the bucket up and down. This is one thing I can't get out of by saying, "Hey, let me grab the tractor." You can't paint with the tractor, but I do try to operate it every day. I don't want any mice getting in that thing or something like that. So might get shot. He sneaks in late at night. As soon as the condominium is sold, I'm hooking up with a life coach. Perfect. I love it. Well, Dave, if there's any way I can help you, let me know. We'd love to have you in our Edge Live community. Dave Brackett, I thought I told you to get lost. Welcome in. Welcome in. Paul Tarasuk, how are you doing? Sherry Turner, good to see you. What's happening? Yeah, so we're by like Tuesday or so, we're going to this place is going to look a lot different. So, yeah, I got a fluff day in there because things always take longer, and I have like, usually, and Wendy will tell you this, I'm like, so a grand slam today would be, this. And so I used to get a little edgy when we didn't get everything done. We're not leaving here until it's done. I don't care if it's 9:00. I want it done, but I've come off that a little bit. Had to sprinkle in a little patience into this thing called remodeling. So, Travis, you know what I'm talking about. Good to see you, Dan Bennett. Yeah, we got the Daves here: Dave Davis, Dave Howard, Dave Brackett. Just need Dave Zemchek to come on, and we'll have them all. So, no, good to see you guys. It's been a good week. We got a bunch to do today, but before that, I want to talk to you guys about becoming unignorable. All right. I mentioned solving problems before. And today I want to talk about solving bigger problems, okay, and attracting bigger opportunities, which is a really cool thing because a lot of times as business owners, we get just stuck solving the same problems all the time. We never advance, okay? This could be the cornerstone of this whole series. Pay attention, right? But it does speak directly to entrepreneurs and, leaders and contractors, just business owners abound, okay? The premise is simple, okay? The marketplace doesn't pay you for how hard you work. It doesn't. It pays you for the size of the problem that you solve. Think about it. In your daily life, whether you have a W-2, whether you have a business or whatever you're doing, what problem are you solving? And I remember when I started working with Tyler, that's one of the first things he asked me. He's like, what are you solving for people? What problems do you make go away? Okay. This fits perfectly with my coaching philosophy and all that stuff because it naturally leads to discussions about leadership and systems and delegation and growth and kind of the playground I end up in a lot, just kind of banging around. Okay. Let me challenge you, challenge the way you think about success this morning. All right. Most people believe they earn money because they work harder, right? I came from that school of thought for years. I'm just going to outwork. Frankly, that's how I did Iron Man too. I'm going to outwork everybody here. Nobody's going to outwork me today. Okay. With regard to business, though, I don't think that's true. Okay. And I can tell you, it's not after working with coaching clients all over the country here for a few years. Like I've met a lot of people working 70, 80 hours a week, and they're barely getting by. Okay. I've met business owners who work fewer hours, but create tremendous value, right? The difference, everybody's working hard. Okay. So the difference isn't effort. It's the size of the problems that they're solving. Okay. Your income follows the problems you're willing to solve. Simple as that. Think about it. Like a laborer solves one type of problem. We need that ditch dug right there, right? A skilled tradesperson solves a little bit bigger problem, okay? A project manager, an even bigger one. A business owner solves problems for customers, employees, vendors, and the company. See where it's going here? Okay, you're this, the CEO solves problems that determine the future of the entire organization. As your ability to solve bigger problems grows, so does your value. Simple as that. Okay. Here's a quote, probably from Bubba Hogan. Your paycheck is often a reflection of the problems you've become capable of solving. So solve bigger problems. Bubba says, I still outwork people. It just isn't the number of hours doing it. Yeah, for sure. We talk about growth. And so growth requires graduating from smaller problems. Okay. Well, I just do the payroll every week, and take out the trash. Okay. That's not growth. Okay. Many entrepreneurs spend years solving problems they should have delegated long ago. They're fixing the schedule. Oh, got the schedule. Answering every phone call, approving every purchase, running down, every sales call, running every estimate, jumping into every crisis. And eventually you have to ask, is this the highest value problem I should be solving today? Is this the highest and best use of my time, given my experience and an ability to solve even bigger problems? Because bigger problems require bigger leadership, right? Like as your business grows, your problems change. I was just talking with one of one of my clients yesterday about, hey, are you seeing now like the problems you had on your way to 1 million maybe went away? As we approach 2 million, you got new problems. Those are just $2 million problems, right? Be a Navy SEAL, not a baby SEAL. Yeah. The problems change. You move from I need more customers to I need better people, right? And then I need better systems. So wow, I'm gonna scale this thing. I got to get some things under control here. And then I need leaders who can build other leaders. So every level demands a different version of you. That's why we always say, who does the future you need you to be today? Okay. So stop asking, how do I avoid problems? Right. We're just kind of, letting things bounce off us all the time. Right. Which problems are worth solving? Ask yourself that. Like every successful person that you admire has one thing in common. They didn't avoid hard problems. They just became known for solving them, you know? And that's exactly why people sought them out and continue to seek them out. Okay. Like I said, I've been having a lot of these conversations with coaching clients. I go, one guy that's working on SOPs and a manual for the entire business. Another guy that's working on leveling up leadership and dealing with hard conversations and doing it more and more every day. So it just becomes more innate, if you will. Just trying to help clients move from technician to business owner, right? Challenging owners to build organizations that don't depend on them. Okay. Like in almost every coaching conversation I have today is different from the conversations I was having 10 years ago. Back then it was, oh, how do we sell another job? Today it's how do we build a business that doesn't rely on you being involved in every decision? That's a much bigger problem. And solving it for me changes everything. Okay. I'm solving bigger problems. Problems are as gateways to growth. Yeah, for sure. Solving them. Yeah, Bubba says if you are all alone as the leader in your company, you're not leading properly. You should be bringing someone with you to lead. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Ask yourself these 4 questions, okay? Write really fast. Either that or Ben will type them up if he's here. I haven't heard from him yet. So, what problems consume most of my day? What problems consume most of my day? That's the first one. Second one, which of these should someone else own? Hey, Zach, good to see you, buddy. So what problems consume most of my day? Which of these should someone else own? What can I get rid of, right? What's the biggest problem in my business right now? Not the loudest, the biggest. What's the biggest problem in my business right now? And lastly, if I solved that one problem, what would become possible? Sometimes we get too wrapped up in the daily grind and we don't think about this kind of stuff. Ben's at breakfast with Wendy. No roll call taker, no links. I think she's already got a paintbrush in her hand. Actually, she's talking back and forth with Matt Blood, giving him the sizes of the bathrooms and figuring to make whatever else we need for materials. So I got her on a mission. Make a tile person out of her before long, you know? So we've used that exact question in the Edge Live where we go deeper on all this stuff. So join us. All right. More on that later. But today, do this. Like, write down the 3 biggest problems you're facing in your business. You can do this personally too. And then just circle one. Just circle one. And spend the next week solving that problem instead of getting distracted by 20 smaller ones. Because focus creates momentum, guys. So focus on one thing. All right. People don't become unignorable because they avoid difficult problems. You can't run from it, right? They become ignorable because they become the person everyone calls when the problem is difficult. Yeah, rain. That one I can't help you with, Travis. That's brutal. Nice job on the dog kennels, by the way. Almost looked like you hired like a real carpenter or something to help you figure that out. That was pretty cool. Yeah, guys, if you want bigger opportunities in life or in business, stop waiting for somebody to hand them to you. They don't fall out of the sky. You got to go get them. Become the person that can handle the problems that come with that. Okay? The road to the top zigzags. It's up and down, all right? There's Ben, little creeper. Shirking his attendance and time duties. Yeah. Guys, was this helpful at all? I hope so. Uh-oh, Matt Blood was listening. We're in trouble, Wendy. The sidewalk superintendent joke. Travis, you got to get some new material. You're getting stale around here. Guys, tomorrow we're going to shift gears a little bit and talk about one of the clearest indicators of your priorities. All right. That's make your calendar match your ambition. All right. Like if I took a look at your calendar, would it match your ambition? Would it tell me what you're trying to accomplish? So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. Solve bigger problems, attract bigger opportunities. And Travis, if you want to solve bigger problems, come on over. We got all kinds of stuff for you. Bring your raincoat. Yeah. We start at 8 sharp, guy. All right. Every single day. Matt Blood, looking forward to seeing you up here in the great state of Maine. It's been too long. Yeah. Zach Madrano, good to see you getting on here and mixing it up. Yeah. To those of you on Instagram, thanks for tuning in. That's nobody today. And I want to thank Kevin Hawthorne for anchoring down the YouTubes. So I tried to go live on LinkedIn today, but it kicks me. Sometimes it just gets funky. It's janky. So anyway, the chat is quite fresh today. They're going at it. Oh man, good times, guys. I appreciate you sharing this out. Somewhere crazily, is that a word? Oddly enough, I'll see, later in the day, I'll just look at the post and it'll be, somewhere between 500 and 800 people see this or get exposed to it in some way. So it's pretty cool. So I appreciate you guys sharing it. If you enjoy it, if you know an entrepreneur, business owner, or somebody trying to level up in business and life, I think it'd be good to have them see these on the daily. Just share it out. Send it to a DM or something like that. We'd love to have you in the Edge Live community. Okay. We do 3 calls a month, always on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. We have a personal development call, a business development call. Then we have what I call office hours, where we kind of throw you on the hot seat, see what's up. You present a challenge. We ask you clarifying questions and give you some feedback with the goal of you going away with some action items, some takeaways, some things you can work on. Okay. Dave says, you mind having a chat with Joe Cupo, see if he can do something about the rain. The famous weatherman in Maine. Anytime anybody have a comments about the weather in Maine. Okay, Joe Cupo. Yeah, what are you, in Australia or something, Bubba? Get back here, Bubba. Enough with the vacations, okay? Can't wait for the next call. That was It's quite quiet, but that was really got me thinking. Yeah, I knew you. I saw you out there listening. Sometimes, people they're on the call. They don't have their camera on. They're muted or whatever. They might be driving. They might be wrapping up the day and listening, but they're there. By the way, guys, I thought I forgot to record that one, but I actually did record. I thought that was strange. I'm like, why didn't I record that? But I looked back at my Zoom recordings, and I did have it. So I did post that recording in the Edge Live community. So you guys that are members and have access to that, and you want to watch and listen to our Edge Live call of Tuesday at 5 p.m., it's available. So I renewed my faith in my ability to remember to record. So yeah, it felt very hot in that warming seat on Tuesday. Yeah, Ben jumped in, and we try to help him out with a few things. So Roy Dahl is a member of our Edge Live community, as is a guy Zach Madrano. Yeah, for sure. Good morning, Roy. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, guys, we're actually gonna change the shirt and the hat, and go ruin another shirt and some shorts, painting, and and yeah, down in the basement. So we're getting through it. So paint all day today, ceiling work Saturday, Sunday, and then floors Monday-ish, Tuesday-ish. So we'll see what happens. See if we make that schedule work. So they show you how to grow. You're able to applaud for speaking up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, always show up, Roy. We love to see you. So Bubba, thanks for tuning in from down under. Travis Libby, lose my number. All right. We'll see you guys. I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp. See ya.